So today, let me tell you the strategy that the enemy is using. It's an old strategy, it's an old strategy, but they're still using it. And what is that strategy? They call it carrot and stick strategy. You know, when you have a donkey and then you give carrot, that is the reward, and then stick behind. So you put the carrot in front of the donkey so that the donkey can see the carrot and be like, oh, there's a reward I want to get. So the donkey moved towards the carrot. So they call that like, okay, reward system. And then there's a stick behind at the back where the beat the donkey and then he moves, right? So that's what they call the carrot and stick strategy. See, they talk about this strategy when the oppressor or the colonial master want to use that on the slaves or their victims. Carrot and stick, that's like a reward and punishment system. So that's a strategy they want to resurrect, and they want to not even make it very, very, very effective. That's what they're planning now. That okay, we've heard that these Africans are making noise on social media. Oh, they don't want us to come looting their resources anymore. They don't want the fact that the way we are sponsoring terrorists, the way we are getting our hands involved in all these things, this, that, whatever. So let's now make more solid plans. Let's design a well strategic plans to deal with them, still using the carrot and stick strategy. Now here's what they want to do. Carrot and stick, I told you, carrot is reward and stick is what? Is punishment. So reward for those that are doing their biddings, and punishment for those that are going against their will or against what they want in Africa. And that you even see in how they have divided us, how they have disunited us, how they have made some of us look like, oh, we are not strong enough, or we are not good enough, or we are not working hard enough. When you go to some of all these Western countries, you see, they will love some countries, they will hate some countries, they will discriminate some countries. For example, let me give you very practical examples. You see the way they always cause this competition between Nigerians and Ghanaians. Maybe you have found out or you don't, but it's something I can tell you. They always bring that division, that rivalry, that conflict, that resentment, that disunity, just something to bring separation and resentment between us, hostility between us. So if they want to give a job now, for example, you're a Ghanaian, you're a Nigerian, they go for the Ghanaian. You see, they favor more the Ghanaians. They favor more one country than the other, or one tribe than the other. It's the same strategy they use, because they don't love Nigerians, or Nigerians are not doing what they want. So that is a stick. They are punishing them until they start doing what they want. They think, okay, maybe Ghanaians are probably, I'm not saying all Ghanaians, but maybe some of them are more manipulative, like they can manipulate some of them, or at least the one that they can meet, or maybe they are softer. Probably Nigerians, they can say, oh, they are harder to deal with and all that. See, all these things. So they bring division among us, they bring disunity among us, they bring hostility, resentment among us, and then we also don't understand. And then we start beefing each other, we start fighting each other, we start doing things against each other. The same thing also with South Africa. If you have a South Africa in one place and you have a Nigeria or Ghana in one place, they will choose the South African and leave the other countries. You see? Why? Because they want to do like that carrot. It's like, okay, they want to reward one and punish the other one, and bring division, and bring resentment, and bring hostility. So you see your fellow African now, and then you are resenting that person. So it's like they are sowing seed of division and hatred among us, and we are fighting ourselves. Can you see that? Africans, we must not allow this to continue. These are evil souls sowing the seed of hostility and resentment among us. We must reject that. So if they give you a job as a South African, don't lash it all out on your fellow other African brothers or sisters. Don't do like, oh, you're the best. Your country is the best. We are fighting the same battle. Remember, they are using you as a menu in the table. They are using you as a merchandise. You think you're winning, but they are using you. You are the instrument in their hands to keep spoiling Africa, to keep bringing division and resentment in Africa. So it shouldn't make you happy. You shouldn't be happy that, oh, now they are not giving, or you see the way they. This thing I'm saying, it happens everywhere in most of these Western countries. Everywhere. It could be subtle, it could be obvious. Different ways. I tell you, it's the same strategy, but different ways. It's something I've observed over and over and over and over again in almost all these European countries. I tell you that. I've seen it. So I'm not just talking out of like, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. I've seen the experience. Like, I've been to some of these European countries and I've seen it live and direct. I tell you. Something that, probably somebody is maybe more qualified for, but because of their country of origin, they will decline and give it to another African person. That probably maybe that one didn't come first, or that one didn't even get up to the enough qualification. You get what I mean? You just know that kind of like favoritism kind of thing. And I'm not saying that, any of us should not be employed, or we should not get what we want, but I'm just saying it is your strategy. Do not be distracted, don't be confused. It is your strategy to always sow the seed of division and disunity among us, and we must reject that with all our spirit and soul. They shouldn't use that now and then come and tell you like, oh, and then even be asking you, be doing interview for you. That's also what they do. They come and do interview. Oh, talk about these other people. Oh, these people are not nice. People from this country are not nice. All these Nigerians, all these Ghanaians, they are very bad. All these West Africans, blah, blah, blah. So it's be a fight between East Africans and West Africans. Between Southern Africans and Northern Africans. Like, what is this? Do not let their evil tactics to walk over you. We must reject all their evil plans on Africans. Yes, it is a strategy. Carrot and stick strategy. So the same thing also on the African leaders, the ones that are doing their bidding. They will reward them. What they do, they will invite them to their state house visits. You see this other one that was invited, Kenya. The guy was invited when Joe Biden was there. Carrots. Oh, let's give you a special honor, president, because he's doing their bidding. See that one. It's not making the country work. Everybody's protesting left, right, and center. The youth is killing the youth, and then it's going for state visits in the US. You see the guy, because carrots, they want to reward him for doing the stupid things, for doing their bidding, for plunging the country into poverty. They are rewarding him for that and doing their bidding. So other African countries that are doing well, what do you do? Ignore those ones. Who care about those ones? Who care about those ones? You see, so all these things, Kenya, they give, now they have put Kenya in different levels, international recognitions. Kenya now is like part of what do they call it, NATO, or just put them in different they are so-called international organizations. So Kenya will feel recognized globally. But you know what? You are the menu. You are the menu they are eating. They say if you are not among the guests in the room, you are on the menu. So Kenya is on the menu. He's on the menu, but the leader, of course, the guy is what do you think of these people? They are not thinking deep. So they think, oh, our country, we are making international impact. We are making global impact. You don't know that they are using you against your own African people. We must reject that. Our African leaders must think deep and understand the evil strategy of this West. So if they are coming to you and trying to woo you and trying to make you happy and trying to give you their so-called international recognition or global recognition, reject it with all your spirit. if you know it's going against the will of your people, it's going against the will of your continent, of where you came from, or like it's making it look like it's a rivalry between you and your fellow brothers on your continent, why will you take that? Even some will take some appointments trying to show off that, oh, we are better off than our fellow African brothers. Why are you doing this? They're just laughing at you because you are their tool. You see, they are using you as their spoon to eat. You are their tool. You are a tool in their hands. Reject that. Reject it. That's why I love this guy, Ibrahim Traore. You see, the guy is doing so many amazing things that you just imagine, like, wow, this is wisdom. You know what Saudi Arabia did? They said the Saudi Arabia guy told him, oh, let me build some mosque for you. Let's build you mosque, so at least you guys will be busy, busy with mosque. Ibrahim Traore said, no, sorry, I don't need your mosque. We need something more important. So if it's either you support what we're doing or you take your mosque. See these ones? The other one say, come, let me help you with something. He say, no, we don't need. See, that is a leader who is focused and know what he's doing. You understand? Because they always want to try and, entice you, try and use something to, to attract you and all that. And the moment you fall into that trap, that is it. But African leaders, let's always think deep and think about our people and know that these guys, they don't mean anything good for us. Even if they are making you happy now, they don't mean anything good for Africa. It's either they are using you, that like I said, it's either you're on the menu, you are most likely you're on the menu. That's the thing. They are eating you as a food. You're on the menu. So they are bringing something to you, say, oh, it's gonna make it better, it's gonna whatever. They're just using you to sow a seed of division and resentment on your continent, trying to make other people now feel rejected or feel neglected, or like make others like, oh, okay, they don't like us, they like those other ones. You see, but we don't need their like, we don't need their affection. Let them take those things. We don't need them. Take your things. We don't need it. Because Africa, we have more than enough. We have what we need on our continent. So why do we need what they have? You see? So that's the thing. So we must reject that evil tactics. You must reject that and capitalize on what we have. So that is all the carrots and stick strategy they are using. They are still using it on a deeper level. I will share that in the next video, right? But just for you to have an idea, like that is the strategy they are using now. They are using that on individuals, on groups, on tribes, on countries. Yes. So from smaller level to bigger level, they are using that tactics everywhere. So you see their companies, you see when you're working in a company as a person, they know where you are from, they bring that division. You are working maybe with organizations, they know where you're from, they bring that division. So it's on different levels. But we must reject that. We must reject that evil strategy. Because this West, we know they don't mean anything good for us. We must reject all of their evil strategies and agendas on Africa. Africa is on a path of progress and development, and nothing can stop us. Please like and share this video, share with your family and friends, and let's spread the word. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.